What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I'd like to give you guys some quick Atlanta Falcons news. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for your continued support, continuing to share out my content on all the social media platforms. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So today in Atlanta Falcons news, as you guys know, the trade deadline was today, and the Falcons did trade for defensive tackle slash defensive end Kentavius Street. I do believe that this is a good pickup for our Atlanta Falcons. As you guys know, Grady Jarrett did go down with a season-ending injury with the ACL tear, which was devastating for our Atlanta Falcons. But I do like this signing of Kentavius Street. He goes about 6'2", 290 to 295 pounds. He is a very powerful defensive tackle, a guy that can play that 3 technique, and he's a guy that can stop the run, but also can bring pressure, put pressure on the quarterback. He's played under Ron Nielsen with the New Orleans Saints, so he is one of those guys that's familiar with this scheme, and I really like this pickup by our Atlanta Falcons. He's also played with David Onyemata as well, a former New Orleans Saint. So both of those guys playing next to each other, they already will have chemistry because they did play together in New Orleans. And he was one of those guys that's a glue guy. He isn't like a superstar pass rusher or anything of that nature, but he is one of those guys that can come in and help stuff the run. And he also is a guy that can put pressure on the quarterback and help push the pocket and allow guys on the edge like a Arnold Ebiketie to get those one-on-one matchups, to allow Caden Ellis when he lines up on the outside to get one-on-one matchups. They allow Calais Campbell and also Onyemata, help push that pocket in the middle of the teeth of our defense. So I really like this pickup of Kentavius Street. I was shocked to see that the Atlanta Falcons didn't trade for Montez Sweat or Chase Young. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't. Terry Fontenot and the Atlanta Falcons decided not to go after Chase Young or Montez Sweat because I really feel like losing Grady Jarrett was huge for our team, and I really feel like you always want to add as much depth as possible. I did believe that we were going to bring in someone else outside of Kentavius Street, but I do believe our Falcons still are deep in the trenches. We still have Lorenzo Carter. You still have Calais Campbell, Bud Dupree, Taquan Graham, and Zach Harrison. So we're really deep still in the trenches. But I really thought that the icing on the cake or the cherry on top could have been bringing in a guy like Chase Young or Montez Sweat, because they would just add more depth on this roster. And it seems like Sunday, for whatever reason, we were kind of bit by the injury bug and had a couple players go down. And we know that it's a long NFL season. So I would have liked us to possibly trade for another edge rusher just to help solidify that defensive line. But I'm going to trust the process, see what these guys are able to do. Good news, we're still in first place in the NFC South. So I do still believe in this Atlanta Falcons team, still believes that this team can win the division. Just looking at the other teams in our division and just looking at the NFL as a whole, there's no perfect team right now. A lot of teams are struggling right now. A lot of teams have been bitten by the injury bug. So I really feel like this Atlanta Falcons team still has a lot of upside. There's still veterans on this team like a Calais Campbell, who you also can slide on the inside at times to try to fill that void of Grady Jarrett. But I do think that bringing in Kentavius Street will be a help on the inside. And we've seen Taquan Graham before he went down with injury last season. He was one of those guys that was playing really well and was a starter for our team. And now he's the backup. So I really feel like we still have a lot of depth. We still have a really good defense. And I really think that this Falcons team is still the most talented team in the NFC South. We're sitting at 2-0 in our division in the NFC South, so we're still in first place. The Saints are 4-4 as well, so they're right behind us. But really like this signing of Kentavius Street. Did think that the Falcons were going to make another move and possibly bring in like a Chase Young or a Montez Sweat. It didn't happen. So at this point, we got to move forward. They seem comfortable with the roster that we currently have. So at this point, I want to trust the process and, believe in this front office. But I do believe we have the right guys on this team. And I really feel like these guys are going to rally now that Grady Jarrett has gotten hurt. I really think that they're going to rally around the leaders of this team, the veterans that are still there, like a Calais Campbell, like a Bud Dupree, guys that have done it at the highest level. I really think that they're going to rally, and those guys are really going to go out there and step up and play hard in the absence of Grady Jarrett. But with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Kentavius Street being picked up by Atlanta Falcons. I do think that this was a solid signing for our Atlanta Falcons. And I'll have a lot more content coming for you guys. As always, the Falcons Nation, if you haven't hit that subscribe button for your boy, you enjoy my content, definitely hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. I definitely have a lot more content coming for you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.